Welcome to The Human Thread, a space for those seeking something real in a world dominated by noise and algorithms. I'm Greg, and here we unravel the fabric of authentic connection through creativity, meaningful conversations, and reflections on the messy, beautiful human experience. Let's dive into the threads that bind us beyond likes and follows to meaning, art, and genuine dialogue. I never met my father's father, my grandfather. He passed away well before I was born, leaving behind only a few photographs and no videos or recordings of his voice. Yet he exists in me. His genetic legacy is coursing through my veins, passed down through my father, and now extending to my children. This is a paradox. Someone being simultaneously unknown, yet intrinsically part of who I am. I have called my new painting series The Closest Unknown. He is the only grandparent I never met. So far, I've completed 11 portraits of him, with plans for dozens more. Each time I approach the canvas, something different emerges. I begin with the same limited source material, one of just 3 precious photographs, but the results are never the same. Some days, I find myself applying bold strokes in warm hues. Other times, blues and greens dominate the palette. And for some, I start with a blank white canvas, and others, it's a blank black canvas. In fact, the painting I'm working on right now is primarily black and red. These variations aren't mistakes. They are revelations. My current mindset, my emotional state, my evolving understanding, all of these shape how I see and interpret him in that moment. I wonder, as I paint, which parts of me come from him. When I make a particular gesture or find myself drawn to certain colors, is that somehow his influence? Am I discovering aspects of him through my own artistic choices? Or am I simply projecting my imagination onto a blank space, creating a version of him that never truly existed? Perhaps it's both, and perhaps that's the point. With each portrait, I engage in a kind of conversation across time. I'm not just recreating his image, I'm actively constructing my relationship with him. In the absence of memories, I'm creating new ones. These are not memories of actual encounters, but of the process of seeking connection. My grandfather becomes both subject and collaborator in this dialogue. What fascinates me most is the layered nature of this inheritance. My father carries parts of his father within him. Mannerisms, values, perhaps even ways of seeing the world that he passed to me without either of us fully recognizing their origin. I have no way to confirm these like I can when I recognize myself in my children. But maybe those mannerisms originated from my grandfather or his father before him, and now my children carry this legacy forward. A thread of identity stretching across generations, becoming more diffused yet never disappearing entirely. The portraits vary because I vary. Each day I bring different questions to the canvas. Who were you? What would you think of me? Would we have understood each other? The paintings don't answer these questions definitively, but they create a space where such questions can breathe and evolve. I don't know if I'll ever truly know my grandfather. In fact, I don't know if my father truly knew his father. The closest unknown may always remain unknown in certain ways. But through this artistic exploration, I'm discovering that knowing isn't always about facts or direct experience. Sometimes it's about acknowledging the mystery while still seeking connection. It's about recognizing that he exists within me, even as I try to bring him into existence through my art. This Memorial Day, I remember my grandfather, Goon Chow Ing, a U.S. Army veteran, and I also remember the other generations of loved ones that make up who I am. These portraits are not just images of my grandfather. They are maps of my own journey to understand him, myself, and the invisible connections that bind us together across time. With each brushstroke, I'm not just painting his face. I'm painting the space between us, that intimate distance where absence and presence somehow coexist. And perhaps that's the most authentic portrait of all. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If today's episode sparked curiosity or resonated with you, let's keep the conversation going on the Human Thread Substack. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the human threads that connect us.